Hello, happy Easter Monday. I am VJ from VJ's Crochet, and welcome to Make Along Monday. This is where we get to share the things we're making for charity, what went on this weekend, what's going on in our lives, and just chit chat and reconnect with fam. Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Welcome to my channel members, and yay, Team Replay. I thank each and every one of you so very, very much. And I got family here already. Coley's here. Got a never-ending granny square and water in my cup. I like those never-ending granny squares. It makes life so much simpler. It really does. And there's Kathleen and Trey. It is 52 in the Bronx. Oh, my gracious. I am doing well, thank you. I have Sunita's burst of kindness. What did we call it? Burst of cross. I forgot what we named it. But it's got the burst of kindness crown and the crisscross body. So that's what's on my hook. And it is, they say it's 68 degrees outside, but I don't believe it because it's colder than that. But the sun is out, so life is good. I mowed the front of my yard. I got more mowing to do. Cammie, hello. So good to see you. How are you? Coley is doing well. Glad to hear it. Kathleen is doing well. Awesome. Maryland is here. Maryland, are we going to see you at the Midwest Fiber Fest next Sunday? I haven't coordinated times with the other ladies, but I think we've settled on Sunday. Sarah. Hi. And there's Dreamy. Hey, girl. Hey. Girl, good luck with that. Have you learned to crochet left-handed? I'm just curious. And there's my cousin Shelly. Shelly, are you coming out Sunday? I guess I need to actually get on the board and start texting people. The details are in the description. I did not sign up for a class. I don't know if anybody else did either. Well, Dinky Jen, don't run. Jen is running from me. Hello, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. Sarah. Oh, thank you, Sarah. You'll have to find that video. I have it here because when we were live the week before, Sunita said, just carry on until you get to the top of the ears. And I'm almost at the top of the ears, and I didn't know where to go from there, but she did finish it. Oh, wait a minute. They changed the name. It's the Crossing with a Burst of Kindness beanie. Okay. Hey, I don't think that's what we settled on when I was there, but that's okay. That's okay, because I wouldn't have remembered anyway. So let me put this in the chat, and let me put the actual name, because we know I'm not going to remember. Let's see. The Crossing with a Burst of Kindness. All of Sunita's beanies start out with the Burst of Kindness crown, and then she goes from there. And this one is a modified Burst of Kindness crown. This is not the original one that she started out with, but it's cute. They're all cute. She's a cutie pie. Okay, Sarah, there you go. I guess I need to put that in the description as well. Shelly, well, you're in I'm in the St. Louis, St. Charles. Turn on the heat. Turn on the air. Heat. Girl. Yeah, we've been from 80 to 40 in the last 3 weeks. We've had thunderstorms, hurricanes. We had a big sinkhole open up in downtown St. Louis. And the first thing I thought of is, I wonder if that was one of those old caves from the brewery that they used to put beer in to keep it cool. And then I said, no, that's too far north. But as they started investigating, it was an old cave. Like, oh, I said, I wonder if they're selling tickets. I want to go down and take a tour. My daughter said I was sick. It's history. Oh, well, good luck if you're crocheting right-handed. Good luck. No, we bought a pontoon and hope to be fishing. I hope the weather is nice enough for you to go fishing. That is awesome. And you get out, you get some fresh air and some sunshine, and you get to commune. That'll be great. Pebbly Pooh, spreading joy, love, happiness. How you doing, sweetie pie? So good to see you. Gail, hello. How are you? Gail, yeah, you have always been in Maryland. How you doing? You're welcome, Sarah. And everybody is speaking. How was everybody's weekend? Shelley says there were a bunch of caves in St. Charles too, right up Water Street at 2nd Street. Really? I'm going to bring Shardy out one day and we're going to tour that boathouse. I didn't realize it was there. I have never been there, so we're planning to tour that. That's going to be fun. Because I've gone up and down the street of Old Town St. Charles, but I did not know about the boathouse. So yay me! I keep discovering things in my own backyard. Well, Coley is. Oh, sorry, Coley. I'm going to give this old right hand another chance. You might have to get one of those big balls and put it on the end of your hook so you don't have to close your hand so tightly. I don't know. Well, you know what? I can't. That's a yeah, I've got it on every 30 minutes. That's a YT thing. You should not have one for another 23 minutes. Yeah, that's YT because I have it set every 30 minutes. Everybody should get their ad at the same time and then we're done. That YT is playing. I'm sorry. I've set all the things I can set. Unless I turn it off altogether. And then I'll forget to turn it back on. So that won't do anybody. Well, it won't do me any good. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Like I keep saying, they're trying to make that money that they spent on the inauguration, but that was their dumb heads. Nobody told them to do it. Valerie, shut up. Sorry, wrong channel. You have to go next door to my other house. We'll be over there tomorrow. Sorry, I was in the wrong house. Hot tank girl, lay down and rest. That is good. You just lay there and rest, close your eyes, and listen to me babble. How was your weekend? No, and see, I scheduled for everybody to get the ads all at the same time. They don't listen to me. They really don't. They just don't listen to me. Shelley says there was a brewery there. One was Van Top. What? My grandparents bought it all in the late 70s, early 80s. Moved their antique shop up from Main Street. It was fun, scary. There was a brewery in St. Charles. Really? There was a brew house in O'Fallon, and they had sold it. And then they reopened it. I don't know if it's up or down now. I mean, open or close. Welcome back, Coley. That yarn bar from Friday. I finally unwound all the barf and worked on the black hat. We went out for lunch after church, and I was going to stop by Michael's and get another skein of that Kobu to redo the ruffle on the white hat. Michael's was closed yesterday. But I got the burgundy hat. I've got the black hat. I've got so many whips sitting over there in the corner. I have plenty to do. It's not like I don't have anything to do. Plus, I have the pink hat that I was doing for charity. I was working on it on when I was live with Matt. And somewhere or other I messed up and it was not looking correct to me. So I frogged it all and I'm going to start all over again. And I'm actually going to put it on put it in the app that I have to keep track of my rows so that I don't get lost again. There is my cousin Michelle. Hello, sweetheart. Good to see you. How are you? What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Because I haven't talked to you the last few days. I don't know what you're working on. I did go out and mow the front portion of the front yard. I have to go down the sides. And then I have to tackle the back, which means that I have to deal with that bird. And I really don't want to deal with that bird. So I got to deal with that bird. I don't want to deal with the bird. And when we came home last night, somebody, one, two, three or four houses down the street from me had a visitor that had a Cybertruck. I asked my daughter, should I go down there and set it on fire? And she's like, Mom, I don't want to go to jail. I said, okay. Is there anybody I can call to set it on fire? Those doggone things are ugly. I'm just saying. If I was going to spend $100,000 on a vehicle, it would have to at least look pretty. Not that I've ever wanted to spend $100,000 on a vehicle. I had now I'd spend $100,000 on a house or more. Michelle is sipping on water and working on some willow squares for a top. Okay. What kind of bird? I don't know. It's a black something. It's a blackbird, a crow, a robin. I don't know. I didn't get that close to examine it. I don't want to get that close. Marsha Lee, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. They are hideouts. They are hideous. Your squares are hideous. Why are they hideous? Girl, no, I did not examine the bird. No. When I go out to my in-laws and my father-in-law has bird feeders out, he tells me what each bird is. He knows the birds. Do you think I remember? Of course I don't remember. I know the cardinals. I know the really red ones are male and the brownish red ones are females. That's all I got. Yeah, girl, a Cybertruck. And my daughter wouldn't let me go set it on fire. Didn't know anybody to call to set it on fire. I did not know Guido's phone number. Matt, hello. How are you and Miss Rebecca? Thank you so much for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And how was your weekend? The crows are pretty loud and out there now. Well, then it must not have been a crow telling the other birds what to do. I love my birds. Yeah, the first thing I thought about when I saw that bird was, I wonder if it had bird flu. Yeah, no. Marsha Lee is drinking water and working on her Odyssey mosaic blanket. And I'm also freestyling a baby blanket. Go ahead with your bad self, Marsha Lee. Pat yourself on the back. Yeah, I know Luigi's in lockdown. That's why I was looking for Guido, but I didn't have his number in my new phone. I was trying to find Guido. He was not handy. Gail is finishing up her fingerless gloves. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You are so sweet. I always enjoy you when you come by. Dreeny says, I got a bird feeder as a present, and I'm not into birds like that because girl, don't you know? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You ain't never lied. And I got a nice house nozzle on my garden hose for that very reason. Yeah. Wait, was it a sick bird or a I have no idea. All I know is it is an unalived bird. I don't know how long it's been. It was out there before I first saw it. I saw it before the tornadoes. I was hoping the tornadoes would pick it up and carry it off somewhere. I was not that lucky. So I'm going to have to go deal with it. Because I asked my daughter and she looked at me like I was crazy. And I know not to ask Shorty. You just let me know then. Oh, thank you, Matt. I love you. I went out this morning and it was gone. I don't know where it went, but it was gone. I'm like, dang. I didn't even have time to round up anybody. I wonder if my cousin Carla was home. She probably has Guido's phone number. You're gonna give it to your neighbor. Well, yeah, you can do that. And I mean, I don't have anything against birds, except you're right, you've got all that cleanup. I like birds much better than I like bees and wasps and all those things that sting. Lord have mercy. Ah, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Marsha Lee says, "Hey, Sandrine, what's up? I'm loving Miss Ophelia's mosaic blanket, girl. Thank you for getting me hooked on mosaic crochet. Now, if you want some mosaic crochet, you hook up Sandrine, cause she can. What was it, Dreeny? When was the mosaic calendar? Was that 3 years ago? It must have been 2 years ago. Um, they had gotten these calendars from the Dollar Tree, and whatever the color theme was, you picked out that colorway of yarn, and then you do your mosaic stitches. It was supposed to be a month worth. Dreeny had the whole year done by August. She didn't play. She sat down and she whipped that sucker out. Shelly says, Dreeny, I wanted that kind of ring bird feeder thing. My kids were laughing at me. Then I saw the price and was like, sorry. Honey, everything is really about to get expensive. My needs are small. Jen says, we've got a stink next door. The water company is flushing next door's you know what down the street. Down the street? Next door shares their drains with the other side. I'm glad they don't share their drains with you and you had that in your house. Oh my goodness, Jen. Ooh. Marsha Lee says, hey, Miss Michelle Boo, what's up? What shenanigans are you up to on this Monday evening? Let's see, it's 3:20. She probably still has the babies. Because I think she went back to work today. Yeah, girl, that is ick. At least it's cool enough there, Jen, that you can close all the windows and all the doors and stay home. Except this is your last week of vacation, isn't it? You got all that stink while you're home. Girlfriend, I am so sorry. Michelle says, Marshall, I am working on my coaching with another content creator. So excited. Awesome. Dreeny says, no, I had the whole blanket done by March. I thought you were done by April. I knew you were done by July. You had the whole thing done by March. See, Dreeny sat down and she did not play. Michelle says, Dreeny, do you keep your hook in the freezer because it stays on fire? That's probably why she's having trouble with her hand now. Poor thing. And Dreeny, don't forget we got the crochet nurse on YT. You can do those crochet exercises. And I think Ola Joe has exercises on her channel as well. Dinky Jen says, yes, I wanted to see what the flashing lights were. I regret to breathe in my. Oh, baby, my, oh, my. Ooh. Yeah, I understand because I have been tempted to do that, and my daughter has told me to keep my tail in the house. I was like, but they got stuff going. But see, I got my front window now, and I can just peek out the curtains and see what is. Oh, they got. How many of you? Oh, wow. And then I sit here with my phone and I go, yeah. Oh, really? Okay. And I'm usually on the phone with my cousin's sister next door or my cousin from down the street. And I'm like, oh man, it's funny. It's funny. And yes, I am at work, but the screamer is off today. He will be back tomorrow. I'm so sorry. But that gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 days off, girl. Raise the roof. Matt says, in my cup, black tea on the hook. I have 2 hanks of Malabrigo Arroyo in front of me, just contemplating the next bougie project. Go ahead, Matt. Oh, I flipped by Friday night and I saw you on panel with Craig, but I was too tired to stay. I had to go lay down because my brain was saying, you want to do what? These people. Marshallee says Sandrine is the best when it comes to mosaic, and she answers questions as well. Just don't call her after before 1 o'clock. You talking about AM, right, girl? Yeah, don't see. Yeah, what, Marshallee? We used to stay up all night. We don't do that anymore. Sandrine would go to bed at 4 o'clock, get back up again at about 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we really had bad habits during lockdown. You'd find one, some, all of us up all times of night. We did a pajama party at Kelly's Crochet Adventures. Um, Kelly and I were up. It was 4 a.m. my time, I think, when I went to bed. Lisa Ladybird Love had gotten up in the UK and she came up on panel. We were up all night. It was fun. Michelle says, go, Matt. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what you hook up next. Matt doesn't play. And Matt just started crocheting. So impressive. Jen says, I'm drinking tea and I have Milk Project on my hook. Ready for Whip Wednesday and FO Friday. I have a milk project. Okay, Jen, you're going to have to help me with that, please. What is a milk project? Because over here in the States, we have children's faces on the side of milk cartons. We used to. We don't even do that anymore, do we? Good gracious. Michelle is just telling the truth. Dreeny says, Michelle, I do what I can, but lately this tendonitis has been giving me fits. So for 2 months of no crocheting, OMG, it's insane how much work I've missed out on. I know, honey. Did they not give you an injection? They gave me an injection right here. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. My finger is starting to lock again, and I keep saying I need to call the hand doctor and get another injection. And I think about the pain, and I'm like, I can wait a little bit. I can wait. I can wait. Yeah, no, it was like, now I've had two in my knee. They weren't that bad. The one in my hand, ooh. Tank says, Matt, I started my project with the Paris Nights. Go ahead with your bad self. Yep, that is nice yarn. It is. Matt says, right on, Tank. That is a beautiful color. Michelle says, Drini, I am so sorry. I'm always sorry when somebody can't crochet. Marsha Lee says, yes, I used to stay up with you guys and party one behind the other. Girl. Mm-hmm. Like, well, I mean, we were on lockdown. We didn't have to get up and go to work. So we stayed up all night. We'd take a nap during the day, get up, do it again. Rinse and repeat. Dinky says, it's drinks for the school cafe in the reception class, 4 to 5 years old. So you're crocheting something that looks like milk. Oh, all right. I can't wait for Wednesday. Michelle says, hi, Tank. Sorry, I miss seeing you. Matt says, I just finished the bougie blankets, so gotta keep rocking. Keep on rocking me, baby. Okay. Michelle says, my knee has been giving me the blues, and these storms have been no. I had to go back to pain pills this past summer because my back was starting to give me jib again. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Shelley says, do you have Dupuytren's contracture? No, I have a tight sheath that pinches my tendon. And when I do this with my finger, it locks and I can't release it. So there are times like now when I can release it. So I'm not worried about it. But before, when I made a fist, I could open all my fingers except this one. Yeah, no. So I have to keep trying to keep that sheath open. I was a little tight. And Marshall is asking Jen, what's up? And she's saying, hey, Matt, good evening to you and Miss Rebecca. Yeah, Matt, you didn't tell me what Rebecca's up to. What's she working on? Tank says, Shelly, both my hands are completely pulled. Ooh. Tank says hi to Marshall Lee. Matt says hi to Marshall Lee. Michelle says, VJ, that is called a trigger finger. Have that too. You just won't let me have anything by myself, right? I thought this was a trigger finger. We have ladies walking up the street. They have on blue vests with a white trim around them. One is wearing a punjab. And why are you all walking in? You're not ringing the doorbells, are you? Yes, they are. O M to the G. Well, guess who's not answering the door? Hold on, Michelle. Stop running from me when I'm trying to tap you. I gave you me. I thought it was understood. We are a family and share everything. You're right. We're so much alike. And I was saying earlier, I don't think you were here yet, that I actually have to sit down and get in the group chat. We have to decide what time we're meeting on Sunday. And, we already have a plan, so don't panic. Tank says, I don't feel too good, Marshall Lee. I'm supposed to be resting. Well, you told me you were resting, but that didn't, you heard about bougie yarn and you woke up. Zach, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? How is your diamond painting going? Shelly says, I have a janky left pinky finger and some weird stuff tendons on my palm. I don't want to talk about trigger fingers. No wood. Girl. They are knocking on doors. Yes, they are. I hope they can't see me on the other side of this laptop. I'm just saying. Matt says they gave me cortisone shots in both hands at the CMC joint. Talk about pain. Because when he started putting the needle in my hand, he looked at me and said, "Breathe, breathe." I said, "How did you know I was holding my breath?" He said, "I could tell. Breathe." And I'm like, "But it hurts." Yeah, it's not a haircut weekend, so I can flex my time. Zach says it's almost done. Woot woot. You can put a picture in the post tomorrow for Whip It Wednesday so we can see how far you've gotten. I'm excited. Shelly says, "Who are they? There's some crazy business in Canada yesterday, so I heard. I didn't hear about Canada yet. These people, I don't know who these people are. They may be Jehovah Witness. They may not be. I've never. They might be. Usually, when the Mormons come to my door, they are a couple of gentlemen and they have white shirts on. The Jehovah Witness that come to the door usually have a Bible in their arm. These people don't have a Bible that I can see. So I'm confused unless they're doing a petition for something. Now, if they're doing a petition for impeachment, I will sign that. If they're doing anything about religion, yeah, no, I'm good. Darla, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? What is in your cup? What is on your hook? Zach says, I just pretend that I'm not home. I normally do. I normally do. I don't know if Shorty remembers the doorbell rules, so I'm going to have to reiterate them. Tank says they are some kind of religious people. They might be some kind of religious people. I have never seen religious people wearing the vest before. Marsha Lee says, I'm trying to finish video 1 of this tutorial by Friday. I can do it. VJ, have you taken a look at the blanket yet? No, where did you put it? Did you post it on your channel? I have not seen it. Dory, hello, Pumpkin. Have you scheduled your live? Because you hadn't scheduled it when I came in here. Oh my goodness, I have got my live scheduled. I have got my live scheduled it now. Okay, bless your heart. Jen says, Marshally, I'm chilling out with my favorite channel. You are the best. Everybody is speaking. You all are the best. Zach says, I don't even know if I scheduled mine, Dory. Zach, that was like me last Tuesday. I scheduled it just in time to hit go live, and everybody's like, I didn't get a notification. I said, because I was here. They couldn't tell you that I'd be live in 30 minutes because I was not that far in advance. He says, yeah, let's see. Michelle says, I warned them that there are no prescription for this type of contact. Woo! Dory says, bless their little, pray for him and shut the door. Yeah, I mean, if you got a petition going, I will sign your petition. Anything else? I'm good. I'm good. We've got 3 religions in this family. I don't need another religion. I'm good on religions. Darla says, I am on my last day. Yes, baby. How do you feel? Are you feeling better? I know some people had a cough forever. Matt says, it was really unpleasant. When they gave me the shot, I could feel the joint expand and a heck of a lot of pressure. I don't know if I don't know what was going on. I know that when he put that needle in and it kept going in and it was like, and he was holding my finger and he's like, do you feel it? Like, breathe, breathe, breathe. No. Michelle says, I'm happy to hear that you will be free soon and sorry that you had to quarantine. Everybody get your mask out because I'm telling you, get your mask out. Man says, VJ, my friend, what's your other channel? It is Val Jean's World because this is my world as I see it because they're tearing up my country and it's a plan of action because we write lots of letters. We have homework. Michelle will tell you, I give homework. I forgot the apostrophe. Mama J, how are you? It is so good to see you. How are you feeling? Yeah, I give homework. We write lots of letters. We fill up people's mailboxes. We fill up their voicemail. We make our displeasure known. I love it. Yeah, I used to be the quiet one. In all the new chats, so good to see you all. I pray you are doing well. I am doing well too. And how are you? Thank you, Michelle, for dropping the link. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're mhm, mhm. We're being activists just because we can. Zach says, okay, mine is scheduled. I just checked. Good on you. Thank you. Girl, I told you he's trying to get his money back. Oh, where are we going on the trip? Just don't come over here. Please. Please don't come over here. Whatever you do, don't come over here. Just don't. Marsha Lee says, hi, Mama J. What's up? Hugs. Mama J, did you ever talk to the Pennington clan? Is that your branch? Did anything ever come of that? Thank you, Michelle. Is that the one with the... Yes, it is. That's the one with the serious chat. I give homework. Yep. And you know what is part of the problem is everybody feels helpless. We're not helpless. There are things we can do. Margie, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? What is in your cup? What's on your hook? Are you crocheting for charity? Darla says, I am having a colonoscopy in June. I said to my husband, when it's over, I can say I have been anally probed. Darla, are you not a candidate for the Cologuard? I get to do the Cologuard. My daughter has to do the colonoscopy because her late father had colon cancer. I thought he had liver cancer. She says it was colon. I think it was stomach and it metastasized to the colon. Whatever it was, he was. She has to go and get a colonoscopy. I have to check with my son. I don't know if he ever had one done. Come to think of it, yes, it is. Yes, it is, Matt. You know, and I've been Darla. I'm feeling great, VJ. LIW, living in the world. Okay. Okay, Mama J. Michelle says, Darla, we have to all take it up that way at some point. I had a negative one. I was good. They said, you can do it at home. I said, thank you. Mama J says, VJ, please reacquaint me with Pennington chat. I've lost track of that information. I don't recall whether I followed up. Charge it to my head and not my heart, please. Of course, Mama J. I will put it in Facebook Messenger because it's a Facebook group. I think they tagged me in it because they couldn't figure out where I come into the family. And they're like, well, you must be a Pennington. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. I come in through the bank heads and it's through one of the wives. And I'm not sure which one because there are 4 wives who I couldn't find their maiden names. But I'm pretty sure I come in through the bank heads. Marsha Lee says, Mama J, have you heard of Stitch Fiddle? That's what Ophelia Talks used to design her mosaic crochet blanket. Mama J, I'm still needing your tech videos just because. You had a family member, yeah, then you need to have it done that way. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for your family member. Yeah, that's hard. Do what you need to do to keep yourself healthy, Darla. Mama J says, by the way, I threw some letters in your other channel's window. I don't assume you wanted me to throw yarn in that window. Well, Mama J, as Tabitha Speaks says, get a hobby. So you could have thrown yarn there, but thank you for the letters. Do I get an apple pie? And thank you for that, Mama J. I appreciate it. I really, really do. I still haven't decided which madness from this weekend I'm going to tackle because I'm ready to throw Matt Gates under the bus, but that's just me. Matt says I had to do the colonoscopy. It was a pain in the Ashley, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? What's in your cup and what's on your hook? My only problem with the colonoscopy is that they went straight up and they couldn't make that turn and they kept poking up and they woke me up and I'm like, they're going to perforate my colon. So I had to tell them I was awake and to stop. Life is wonderful. Mama J, knowing you, I was thinking it was living in the word. But I'm glad life is wonderful. Happy birthday, Ashley. Oh. Wednesday, you'll have to remember to tell Granny D that today was your birthday and she'll sing to you. My name is VJ and I don't sing. It's not pretty. Mama J says, Marsha Lee, yes, I've seen the video, but I haven't tried it yet. There's a lot of things. Everybody's coming up with something. Michelle says, I don't know what it says about me, but I don't remember a thing. Oh no, I woke up. I was like, stop, turn. And it probably wouldn't have bothered me as much, except that I had scanned patients who had been perforated, and I'm like, nope, stop. They gave me some more joy juice. Darla says, I'm having mine on a Friday, so I only have to miss one day of work. That is smart thinking. That is smart. Dory says, I woke up while they were doing my colonoscopy. They weren't even halfway through. Nope. But I didn't let them put me back under. I was in no pain. No, I wanted to go back under because I didn't know what else they were going to do. And I was not in the mood. Yeah, the drink was bad. The drink was bad. And I called myself being smart and I drank something else and it didn't work. So I had to go ahead and do the drink too. You watched the whole thing. Okay, Dory. Margie says, I have a family member that had colon polyps, so I have to have a colonoscopy. Yeah. Mama J says, hey, I like that. Can I use it? Of course, because that's what I thought you meant. Because I'm like, oh, that's Mama J. So that's living in the word. Mm-hmm. That's not living in the word, but yeah. Because you know, Mama J. You know. I have missed you. Marshallese laughing at me. Loves, yes, honey, I have to search for dead people. I have to. And I'm really going to mess with the Reds if they keep doing stuff. I'm going to mess with them. Michelle says, Margie, I had polyps too. So, yep, no Cologuard for me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was funny. They sent me a kit. I did the kit, sent the kit back, and then they sent me information saying they were going to send me the kit. And I'm like, I've already done the kit and sent it back. You late. Yeah, that prep is no fun. And it didn't start working on me until something like 2 o'clock in the morning. In the morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was not happy. Marshallee says, happy birthday, Miss Ashley. Hugs. May you have many, many more. Yes, indeed. Dory says, my mother's first cancer of 4 was colon cancer. Oh, Dory. 4 cancers? That poor lady. I am so sorry. Matt says, Dory, I watched the whole thing too. Okay, y'all. Okay. Matt says, we discussed the most wonderful things. This is a very diverse channel. This is the one place where DEI is not a bad word because I am all for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And you can look at me. I thought that was a cyber car. And you can look at me. I have them all. Aida, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? How's your garden growing? What's in your cup? And what is on your hook? Michelle says, I saw nothing and I don't want to. I don't think they gave me pictures. I don't remember pictures. Shelly says, I keep that MG Cola. I'm good. I can eat Raisin Brands and country granola. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to keep that. Nope, sorry. I'm good. Plus, I eat greens and spinach and all that stuff. Mama J says, when I have a colonoscopy, they always do an endoscopy at the same time. Oh, they hate doing it that way, but you get it that way? I hate drinking that junk for the colonoscopy. I sure enjoy the sleep. I always feel well rested. I know you do. I know you do. That is a good sleep. Mm-hmm. You get them both. Well, that's one. That's one way to get it over and done with. But oh my, I've never had the endoscopy. I had the bronchoscopy, and that wasn't bad, except that they left me intubated for 3 days. That's another nightmare. Michelle says, Shelly, mine is in the mini fridge just in case. Guys, really? Mama J says, I miss you all too. I have good news coming soon. Mama J, you know you can't do that to me. You know I'm going to want to know. That's cruel, Mama J. How soon is soon? Now my mother did not name me Patience for a reason. My middle name is Question. I want to know. Michelle says, I saw the pictures, had to shred them later. Aida says, iced tea, crazy daisies, just back from sit and stitch. Crazy daisies. All right with your bad self. Michelle says, "Ooh, share as soon as you can." See, she knows. Darla says, "I was told they are going to knock me out." Yeah, they do. They do. You live for the naps. They Now they went around the corner and they're coming back. What the heck? Maybe they're for that house specifically. I don't know what these people are doing. Just don't come over here. Marsha Lee's laughing. She says, "You guys are funny." Marsha Lee, just wait till you get to have one. I think they're starting them now at 40. Dory says, I felt like I was on an ER TV show and the main character. How's the patient, doctor?" Margie said the endoscopy. How was it, Margie? Obviously you survived. Yeah, no, yeah, no. Yeah, no, no. Yeah, no. Thank you. I've had enough invasive procedures. I'm good. As Uncle Joe used to say, I'm full. Michelle says, "I have had upper and lower endoscopies a few times over the years. A few times. Wait, hold, wait, hold. No, the. I have had upper and lowers a few times over the Okay. Yeah, Mama J is a tease. She knows I cannot. She knows that about me. I don't know why she does me like this. Matt says, "Let's change the oscopy discussion." Okay, Matt, what would you rather discuss? It is 3:53 in the central part of the Midwest. Hold on, I'm trying to see what's happening here. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, they're going by my house yet again. Oh, good. Thank you. Keep walking. I don't understand what's happening. Aida says, "Got new jackets. I need to share my collection with y'all." What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? You're going to go live on IG and make me go over there, right? You're not gonna put it here in the YT. So we can just hop on over to your house. You're gonna make me okay. That's fine. I got access. I'll go over there. When are you gonna share this collection, Aida? Michelle says, "Why, Matt? Are you feeling it?" Shelly says, "I think I'm the BJ of my neighborhood." See, I can't be having these strange people coming up to my door, walking by my house, doing things that I don't know what's happening. And then I have people coming to my door going, "Did you see so and so happening?" And it's like, "No, I didn't see anything." We have a neighborhood watch. Darla says, "I've had ectomies. It was just a matter of time before oscopy was thrown into the mix." I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know if she's going to share. Wait a minute. We got two people here not sharing. What the heck? Aida's not sharing. Mama J's not sharing. I have had stomach issues and internal bleeding, endoscopy. They checked me from the rooter to the tutor. Did you have ulcers? I know exactly what she means, though, Aida. From the rooter to the tutor. Mm-hmm. Marsha Lee is laughing. "I am 44 and knock on wood, I haven't needed any yet." Or do they know how old you are? They just bypassed you. They're coming back, Marsha Lee. Margie says, "When they woke me up and I asked if it was over, and I asked if it was over already." They woke me. They told me to get dressed, and I told them I wasn't awake, and they said, "Yes, you are awake. Get dressed. It's time for you to go." BB, welcome in. good to see you. I did have a blessed weekend. How was yours? Aida says, I will go IG first. I'll try to post a YT after. Okay, when are you going live to IG? I'll if you're going on at 11 p.m., I won't be there. I'll have to watch the replay because I have to get up and take Shorty to no, I don't. I have to get up and put Shorty on the bus. So I won't be there because the last thing you want is a 12-year-old yanging at you at 7 o'clock in the morning and you haven't had any sleep and no coffee. Mandy, welcome in. It is so good to see you. How was you and how are you and how was your weekend? How was you? How was your weekend? Aida says, I am neighborhood watching, staring at you with binoculars. I know. See, yeah, they got too much craziness going on. There is a selfish mood in the room, VJ. Yeah. Michelle, we're gonna have to go over to IG to see what Aida's got going on. I don't know what we can do about Mama J because we probably won't see her again for another month. How about 5 Central? I can do that. I can do that. And Michelle will be off work by then too. We can do that. Darla says, my hubby is like, how can you make jokes about it? I said, because it doesn't do any good to worry. He nodded in agreement. Yep. You got to make jokes about it because if not, then you get depressed and then it's just no good. Matt says, VJ, have a blessed week. I got to get some laundry done. You have a blessed week as well, Matt. Thank you so much for coming in. And please hug Miss Rebecca for me. Love you both. Michelle says, Matt, the laundry over here is piling up. And I will be done at 5 or so. But I have a Zoom at 6. Well, you can hop out when it's time for your Zoom. Which is Zoom. And it is 3:58. Ooh, Dory said she scheduled her live. Hold on. I got to get us a parking pass. Because I didn't have a parking pass. So we can take the bus over to Dory's house. I'm going to have to refresh because they're not showing me Dory. Good gracious. Let's try this again. Oh, now it's saying it's 68 degrees. I didn't think it was going to get this warm. Dory, did you save it? Because YT is not giving it to me. And I refreshed. Oh, there she is. Not just Monday. Why did I have to put in the whole thing? Okay. Now I got my parking pass. Good gracious. I thought we were going to have to go through the toll booth. That is some kind of craziness. So, what is on everybody's plate for the coming week? We're going live over at Val Jean's World tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central. I don't know what the topic is going to be yet because they keep doing some craziness out there, and I haven't decided which one we can actually do something about. So as soon as I figured out what we can do and who we can notify, I will schedule it so that we can get ready. Because, ooh, Lord, they're just crazy. We've got our crochet. How is everybody's gardens going? Or are you doing internal planting? Dory says, hold on, I have to go back over StreamYard because my YT chat is not the same chat, and we know this. Okay. Yes, Matt, I hope you have a blessed week. Okay, Dory, see you. Jen goes back to school on Wednesday. I'm sorry. Shelly says, remind me to tell you about the Tater Tower. Okay, Tater Tower? Michelle says, I am going live Wednesday and reg vids for the week. Okay, okay. All right. Sounds like a plan. Mama J, when can we see your news? Michelle says, I am stewing and should have been planting, but I haven't. Okay, well, you got time. Aida says, gardening tomorrow. Many seedlings ready to go in the ground. That's where I have issues. When I start transplanting things is when they die. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Shelly says, I sorted laundry earlier. I need a break after that. Shelly, you got that many clothes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's yeah. You might have to do them in loads instead of trying to do them all at once. I'm just saying. You might have to do them in loads. Now, has our dear Dory gone live? Because we're going to do a VJ raid over to Dory Did It. Granny D is Wednesday. Ashley, you have to remind Granny D to sing to you. I have to remember to put the Crossing with a Burst of Kindness in the description with the link for anybody who's interested in that beanie for charity. And okay, Michelle says she just went. Oh yes, it will be a laundry multi-day event. Okay, Shelly, thank you all so very much for spending this last hour with me. You could have spent it anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Hi, Chris. Fasten up your seatbelts, everybody. We are going over to Dory's house, and I will see you all there. Take care now. I love each and every one of you. Bye-bye.